Hello, I am making another video. Well, hey, he's trying to kill me, so, I would like to say some of my friends' names. Mr. Minaj. Sir Speaks a Lot. Michelle. Let's see. Ow. Wait. Gay. Who else? Oh, Trevor. That was a very easy one. Renai. And Chancellor. Please guess who your names are. Oh, hello there. Die! I don't know why I'm going with those. This is not cool. What else should I talk about? So today I wanna talk about my neighbor invading my house. And it was a very hilarious story. So one day, Walker was out living in life, and there was this neighbor. Let's call him. I'll call him his real name. His real name is Henry, right? And his wife was very old. And, well, they're both very old. They're like in their 80s. They're old Asian people. And one day, my dog, we're taking her for a walk, decides to go and be on their shrubs. They're shrubs, not like some bouquet of flowers. It's a shrub. And the wife goes batshit insane over it. And just starts, like, a few days after this happened, she went like, "Yeah, you, maybe she knew the accent. You racist, you dog peed on my lawn," and all like this hoopla over nothing. Well, it was something. To me, it was nothing, and still is nothing. And
Helping me!
And she, I assume her husband gets word of this, and he comes to our house, and my cousin is visiting from Canada, and we are watching a YouTube video, and we hear a knock on the door, and my cousin opens the door, and Henry starts screaming at him, like screeching at the top of his lungs. And my cousin tries to, he closes the door on, Mr. Oh my god, what the hell was that? On Henry, and Henry tries to push it back open, but my cousin said he only felt a little nudge, like a little. That's all we felt. And so he's telling me to get a knife, and so I grabbed this kitchen knife, and my parents are at a wedding for my neighbor's, or my neighbor's kid, and so they're like an hour-ish away from me. They're in, I don't know where they went. They're like an hour and a half away, and I am like scared out of my mind because this has never happened to me. When's the last time you have been invaded by your neighbors? Especially when they invade your house because they invade your house because one of your pets pissed on their plants. And he's not dead. So we're locking the doors to my house, and we close the garage door because he tries to go through our garage, and I live in a 2-story house. So I go, wow, I say, should I go out the back door? But my cousin thinks I said, should I lock the back door? And so he says yes, and I'm stupid. And so I didn't know whether I should go out or stay in the house, and it'd be like a siege or something. And so since he says yes, I go out through the back door, and I'm looking around with and I'm in the middle of my street with a kitchen knife, and I go down to my neighbor, and she's like, and I start like telling her, there's someone invading my house. There's a man that tried to invade our house, and he's trying to get him. And so, spoilers, she is the husband of Henry. And so she goes over to my house to see who it is, and she says, "Oh, that's my husband." And my eyes go huge, and not in a good way, because I'm like, what do you mean he's your husband? Because I've never seen Henry before. He was like an anomaly. I didn't know my neighbor, her name is Linda, I didn't know even though she had a husband. And while all this is happening, my cousin is going up to my sister's room upstairs, and she's playing Fortnite. My sister's older than me, she's like 3-4 years older than me. And she thinks this isn't real, which it's funny, but like at the same time it's scary. It's whatever. So so I suck, and I am scared out of my mind, and at this point it's just starting to get like funny and wacky, because this guy invaded my house. I've never seen him before, and like, okay, I need a better build on this. Here. So she calls the police. She does call the police, but she hangs up on the police in the middle of the thing. In the middle of the call, the thing, descriptive. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And so Jet is, sorry, my cousin, he's still trying to rally my sister to get her downstairs. And so he tells her to call the police. And so one time he calls my name because he assumes I'm still in the house. he notices, he realizes that I'm not in there. Because he didn't know that I went out the back door. Remember, there's a miscommunication. And so he grabs a baseball bat, a metal baseball bat, and he goes over to my neighbor's house with the baseball bat. And I'm there in the middle of the street with Henry screaming at me like a banshee, like just shouting at me, saying I'm racist and all this. But he fails to recognize, because it was my dad who did this. It was my dad. That he was walking the dogs when all this happened. Sorry. He was on the walk when my dog peed on the walk. Oh my god! And so, like, he just says, Walker, go inside. And just doing dumb things. Alright, I actually accidentally paused the video there, but I'm gonna continue anyway. So, from where I left off. So, Henry's under the influence of alcohol, and just police were called and all this, and he fails to realize that my cousin is not my dad. And yeah. Yes. And then we had pizza and laughed about it the rest of that night, and it was pretty cool. It was funny. We were talking about my very, very, very extremely advanced technique of running away. That's much like the French, of course. Yeah. It was at first it was scary, but it was funny from yeah, it's not bad.